Hey, our guest today is registered dietitian Jennifer Paterson from Sedona North, and you wouldn't believe what we were talking about before we came back to air. She likes to take care of my problems before we talk about your problems, and boy, do I have problems. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. So we're talking about Nourish and Flourish, how nutrition can help us flourish in our physical, mental, emotional, health, and cultural life.
Yes.
Nourish to flourish.
Right, so that's the theme.
From?
It's the theme of National Nutrition Month. So March is National Nutrition Month. So every year, Dietitians of Canada has a new theme. And this is actually going to be the theme for this year and next year because it's so loaded. So we just pick it apart a little bit, Dan.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's start right here, okay? So
with the hair or the head? Is that the head or the hair?
The head, yeah. So how nutrition affects our mental health. So, I mean, many different things related to nutrition. It helps with brain fog, concentration, symptoms like ADHD, long COVID. When we're not nourishing our bodies, those symptoms can be worse, and we can help manage those conditions. When it comes to our emotional, and I always touch my heart here, our emotional well-being. So a lot of people have many emotions when it comes to food.
Yeah.
So certain foods might bring up positive emotions with you, and some foods might bring up negative emotions with you. Or maybe certain eating environments will bring up different eating emotions for you. And so when we start to identify those emotions and separate it from the food, we can then start to make more informed food choices when it comes to separating those.
Now, when you're talking about positivity and negativity toward food, is it the fact that how it makes you feel, or the fact that it's you consider it cheating, it's away from your diet?
It's more of a relationship with food. So that's pretty loaded, and I'm coming back in May during Mental Health Month, and we can dive into it a little bit more.
Oh yes, please do. I have an awful relationship with food, just absolutely awful.
So that's one of our roles as registered dietitians too, is to help change people's relationship to food and making it more positive. The other one is physical well-being. So, I mean, our nutritional needs change throughout our entire life cycle. So from infancy and then transitioning to solids and toddlers, and then we look at teens and adolescents and all those things that come with that, hormones and body image changes and things like that, right? And then we go into adulthood and we start to maybe get certain chronic conditions, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all that. Our nutrient needs change, our nutrition goals change. Yeah.
So as everything changes, is there some people that keep it all the same? Like, do people not change with the times, as it were?
For sure. And I mean, we start to develop our food habits at a very young age.
Oh, yeah.
So in my counseling practice, I see adults coming in with, for example, negative relationships with food that started as early as 5 years of age, right?
It was around that time that I realized I didn't like fish, I didn't like liver, lobster, seafood, all of that stuff. I don't like it, I don't eat it. You couldn't pay me enough to eat that stuff.
Right.
But it's really good for me. I know most of it is really, really good for me.
Yeah. And so I mean, those things, and then we bring in our culture, right? So that's the other sub-theme of Nutrition Month, is how our cultural influences our food choices. So, I mean, where you were brought up, what area of the world you grew up in, what did you have access to, right? Did you have access to meat, or did you grow up on beans and lentils, right? Did you have access to fresh fruits and vegetables? You know, what was your income like? What was your family income like? How did that influence the food choices that you had available to you? So it's so multifactorial in why we're choosing.
Where do you start? I mean, do you start with your head just because it's the top and then move downward, or does everybody start differently?
It's a very individual. So I mean, people will come to a registered dietitian for many different reasons. And it could be any one of those things. It could be because of a new diagnosis or managing a condition, or it could be, again, the relationship with food, you know, disordered eating practices, all of those types of things. Maybe the mental with the like the ADHD or the long COVID and helping to manage those symptoms. So, and one of the other things I wanted to mention today too, Dan, was just the misconception of what a dietitian is. So this is a great month to be talking to people about how to find credible nutrition information. dietitian. And if you go to the College of Dietitians website, you will find what is a qualified health professional. So a registered dietitian or a registered nutritionist.
Okay.
Anything out of there is not going to be what you're looking for when it comes to be that qualified or health information.
Okay. Jennifer Paterson, registered dietitian, Nourish to Flourish. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.